Hey guys, so I know that we already had a big Skype interview, but I thought that I would bring Dennis and Eric in to talk to you and a little bit about the songs because I couldn't answer all of your questions. So they both heard you sing and they both really like it. So now they're gonna talk a little bit.
Yeah.
This is Dennis and Eric.
So Angela invited us over to come, I guess, speak our thoughts on the new song. And Dennis just heard it for the first time today, and I think it's pretty safe to say it's a wicked song. Yeah, it's pretty unreal, I'd agree. So it was very impressive, very well written, and you guys certainly did a great job in the background. I think part of the reason why we came here is to give you a little background as to why Angela wrote the song and the reasons behind it. So I mean, I'm not the one who had cancer, so I'll let this guy take over. Right, so Dennis was diagnosed. What was the date?
April.
How old?
Okay, so he was 6 years old. He was 6 years old when he was diagnosed with AML leukemia.
What is that?
Acute myeloid leukemia. Sorry. It's a rare blood disease in which, for the most part, you have to get a full bone marrow transplant. I know it's not science class, I'm sorry, but nonetheless, at the end of the day, he had a full bone marrow transplant, and now what? This is your 8th summer? Eighth summer in remission. So, it's very, very impressive what this little guy's done.
8 summers cancer-free.
Cancer-free, even better. Cured. So your nails.
Yeah. So it's not coming back.
Alright. Apparently a couple of his brain cells aren't coming back either, but obviously you guys want to get to know Dennis, sort of understand why he was a part of this song, and I guess you guys have some pretty funny questions for him. I heard what kind of food you like.
I'm an athlete, so I really like steak. My favorite kind of food, like steak, potatoes.
Maybe a beer. What do you
Maybe
think?
a beer.
16, no beers.
16, no beer.
So what do you do in your spare time?
Spare time, I go outside a lot. I'm very active. I'm in the sports program at school, so I'm always playing hockey. I'm always outside with my buddies and stuff like that. If I'm not outside, I'm just beating air. Yeah, beating air at hockey. It's not that hard because the place was like that. Yeah, and if I'm not doing that, then I'm playing NHL on my PS3 or something like that. I'm beating him with that too.
What about doing homework, Dennis? You do any of that?
Doing homework is very important. that's how you get on in life. I do homework all the time. Yeah.
No, but seriously,
Yeah.
and I will attest to this. I've seen his report card now, being an adult myself and not a teenager.
Yeah.
I reviewed his report card and he does very well.
It's not really an adult, it's kind of a child, but still.
Debatable.
So what was it like going through everything then? Like going through all the treatments and having your family there, support and all that stuff?
Well, I think at the start it was a little bit, I didn't know what was going on, so I didn't really fully understand. I think it really set in about 3 months after they told me. It really set in that I was going through treatment and I might not make it and stuff like that, but my family was there. Either my dad or my mom would be there every night, and I know Eric helped out at home a lot, which was good. And when they could, they would come over, and like cheer me up by playing video games, or playing a board game with me, or bringing me soup or something like that, or whatever I wanted. And it just made it easier. It was easier not to think about it. And that's really why you can't think about it when you're like that. Yeah, that really helped out a lot when I was going through that.
So we made a couple funny stories in those hospital rooms.
Yeah, it was.
That was a big part of him being successful at beating cancer. I think was just being so positive throughout the whole process. I mean, this kid was like renowned for pranking every single one of the nurses.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
I'd start water fights.
Water fights, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know they're not allowed to do water fights anymore there because of you?
Probably.
No, that you're they're not allowed to do water fights anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. You ruined it for everyone.
Left a legacy. That's good. use something as a sort of a metaphor or a guideline, I guess. So I use the Lord of the Rings. I kind of imagine myself as being Frodo and stuff, and having to bring the ring, which I guess is like survival or whatever, the cancer. Yeah, the ring would be cancer because you have to destroy it. Kind of forgot a little bit, but yeah. So I kind of imagine myself as Frodo, and I had to go through all the orcs or whatever, and I had to beat all them to get better, and that kind of helped me, because then I can think about that and get motivated to do the next treatment or do the next blood test, or just little things like that.
The cool part is now he plays full-time hockey, lives a completely normal life.
I heard you're captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
captain for my team. Play hockey every day, just normal life now. I get to hang out with my buddies, do homework, whatever. Just got my G1.
Yeah.
I'm liking that.
That's a driver's license.
Yeah, driver's
in Ontario.
license. Yeah.
It's gonna crash your squad.
Probably.
No, not driving.
I'm driving home. So yeah, now I get to live every day like any other kid would be able to, and that's great.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet. You got a sick head of hair too now. Look at this. Give him a little shake. Look at that. Yeah, he's got a great head of hair.
Yeah.
It was pretty, as an older brother, I understood the minute that he was diagnosed what was going on. I was 13 at the time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been 13. So I knew what was going on, and it was, certainly quite devastating to see, your little brother go through something so harsh and so unfair. But, it was pretty amazing to see how he dealt with it, and, his mindset towards everything and how positive he was. Lesson to be learned, really appreciate the little things in life, and it's amazing how much fun we had in a little hospital room, for the amount of time you spent
I
there.
read something your mom said was you had to stay, there were no tears allowed in the hospital room. Like, it was all positive thinking all the time. Like, you can't go in there with negative thoughting. And I thought that was really cool. That's something that stuck with me when I was writing the song. Because I bawled my eyes out when I was writing this thing. Like, for hours. I'm not even lying.
Oh, I shed a few tears when I heard it.
They're a pretty awesome family, I must say. From a little bit that I've known. You want to talk about your hockey over there, Big Ben?
My hockey? Oh.
It's gonna be a pretty short story.
Yeah,
So we're the worst team in the league.
It's going to be a pretty short story from this year. We had a rough season, unfortunately. But, I guess I'll go back to the correlation between what Dennis went through and what I do now. One of the most amazing things that happened with Dennis was, what my parents were able to do for, the other 3 kids that they have. And what the community was able to do in terms of stepping up and helping us out. I mean, my mom spent, 24/7 at the hospital with you. So, it really was my dad, and then, he had 3 other kids playing hockey. So, I think the amazing thing that they were able to do was, my life never changed. I knew what Dennis was going through. I was scared for him, but I never missed a practice. I never missed a game, and I really turned hockey into my oasis. And at that point, I really realized that I'm going to make this what I do for a living, and I'm going to work hard towards it, and I'm going to do it, for Dennis, for my family, and really work hard towards getting there. And I'm, he's lucky, but he worked extremely hard for it. And for me to be in a position that I am, I'm extremely thankful for what I do, and I have a lot of fun doing it. And I live a dream every single day. I play a game for a living, and yes, I've worked hard for it, but I think staying humble and staying modest is the biggest component to where I am now. Are we gonna do one of those silly buys? You should run up to the camera and give him like the mouth shot.
Do it.
Do it.
I don't want
Do
to
it.
Do it.
Do it. Now you have to. You're gonna disappoint them. Do it.
Okay, well, bye, guys. I hope we answered all of your questions. I'm going to be sending you some presents and maybe some CDs and all of that stuff.
Yeah. Thanks for writing the song.
Yeah.
Pretty
Thanks for being
amazing.
awesome
Pretty
people.
good.